For this giant, the smallest enemy is often the most relentless. But every morning, a remarkable partner arrives for a task the rhino cannot accomplish alone. Red-billed oxpeckers are highly specialized for this task. Using remarkable precision, they remove blood-feeding parasites one at a time. The ears are among the most difficult places for a rhinoceros to reach. Protected deep within thick folds of skin, ticks can feed undisturbed for days. For the oxpecker, working only millimeters from the eye, the oxpecker demonstrates extraordinary precision. Reduces irritate without harming the sensitive tissues beneath. Many parasites hide deep inside the rhinoceros' thick neck folds, where even rubbing against trees cannot reach them. For the oxpecker, these oxpeckers rarely work alone. Several birds may search different parts of the same animal at once, each inspecting thick folds of skin where sites are most difficult to reach single visit. Deep folds beneath the shoulders create ideal hiding places for parasites. Sheltered from sunlight and difficult for the rhinoceros to reach, these pockets allow ticks to feed. Every section of a rhinoceros's body presents a different challenge. Thick skin, deep wrinkles, and constant movement create ideal hiding places for parasites. Even beneath the rhinoceros, hidden folds of thick skin provide ideal shelter for parasites. These shaded areas are almost removing one parasite after another. By reaching areas hidden beneath powerful muscles and thick folds of skin, oxpeckers remove parasites that a rhinoceros could never reach on its own. As the warm folds around the tail provide another safe refuge for parasites. With patient precision, the oxpeckers inspect every wrinkle, removing hidden ticks that the rhinoceros could never see. More oxpeckers soon join the task. Working together, each bird searches a different part of the rhinoceros, dramatically increasing the speed at which parasites are removed. Sensitive areas around the ears are among the first places where relief becomes obvious. As hidden parasites disappear, the rhinonga needs to shake its head or flick its ears every few seconds. Many of the rhinoceros's most sensitive areas lie beneath its massive head. These folds are difficult to scratch and almost impossible to inspect. With every careful inspection, the burden of parasites becomes lighter. Areas that once caused constant irritation now remain calm. Hours earlier, this rhinoceros could find no relief from the constant irritation of blood-feeding parasites. Now, thanks to the patient work of its tiny companions, with each careful inspection, the burden grows lighter. Areas that once caused constant discomfort are now almost free of parasites. The final hidden colony is carefully removed. With the largest concentrations of parasites gone, the rhinoceros can once again move and rest in comfort. With the largest parasite colonies gone, the oxpeckers slow their work. Now they search patiently for isolated ticks, hidden among the rhinoceros's countless skin folds. Even after the largest parasites have been removed, the partnership continues. Oxpeckers constantly patrol the rhinoceros skin, removing newly discovered ticks. Oxpeckers often move between large mammals. They search for food. Their partnership is flexible. For the rhinoceros, these birds provide inspection. Relief brings more than comfort. Free from oxpeckers continue their quiet inspections, ensuring that only a handful of parasites remain. Oxpeckers do more than remove parasites. Their sharp eyesight and constant vigilance can alert large mammals to movement nearby in the ever-changing African moment. After feeding and drinking, many rhinoceroses enjoy wallowing in mud, continue routine inspections, maintaining one of nature's most remarkable parchment. With the parasites largely under control, life returns to its normal rhythm. A protective layer of mud shields the rhinoceros from the sun and many biting insects, while only a short time ago, this rhinoceros struggled against hundreds of blood-feeding parasites. Now, thanks to the constant care of its tiny companion, comfort has returned. Partnerships like this continue day after day. The oxpeckers rarely wait for another severe infestation. Instead, they constantly inspect the rhinoceros, removing new parasites. On the African plains, survival often depends on partnerships. While strength allows a rhinoceros to face enormous challenges, even a giant benefits from companions. Nature's greatest partnerships are often built not on size or strength, but on mutual benefit. The rhinoceros offers food and a place to perch. Trust cannot be measured in size. Day after day, The rhinoceros allows these tiny birds to walk across its face, ears, and body without fear. In return, although they may leave briefly to explore their surroundings, oxpeckers rarely stray far from a reliable host. Time and again, they return to the rhinoceros. Healthy rhinoceroses continue many natural behaviors, including grazing, walking, and wallowing, and occasionally rubbing their horns against trees. The African savanna is a landscape of countless relationships. While each species follows its own way of life, peaceful encounters like these are common. As the African sun climbs higher, shade becomes a valuable refuge. Beneath ancient acacia trees of the day, their oxpecker companions remain close. By midday, the African landscape grows warmer, yet the partnership continues unchanged. The oxpeckers remain close, constantly aware of their surroundings. They move across the savanna together. Across Africa's grasslands, many species share the same landscape with little conflict. Each follows its own rhythm, yet together they create one of the world's richest ecosystems. Healthy ecosystems are built upon countless quiet partnerships. Many pass unnoticed, yet each plays a role in the survival of the species involved. Weather shapes life across the African savanna. Long before the first raindrops fall, subtle changes in wind, scent, and temperature are sensed by the animals that call this landscape home. The first rains bring welcome relief to the African savanna. Cooling water settles the dust, refreshes the grasslands, and offers comfort to the animals that live here. After the rain, the African landscape seems transformed. Fresh scents fill the air, dust settles, and sunlight returns to reveal a renewed world. The rain refreshes the land, washes away dust, and brings relief to the animals of the savanna. From the smallest feather to the largest horn, every detail tells a story of survival. Across Africa's vast plains, across Africa's great landscapes, countless giants share the same wilderness. Though their paths may briefly cross, each species follows its own ancient rhythm. As the afternoon sun warms the landscape once again, life returns to its familiar rhythm. Every journey across the savanna reinforces an ancient partnership. Across Africa's great landscapes, countless giants share the same wilderness. Though their paths may briefly cross, each species follows its own ancient rhythm. The oxpecker's work never truly ends. Even after the great parasite colonies have disappeared, they continue searching for newly arrived ticks, removing them a serious burden. As daylight begins to fade, the rhythm of the savanna slows once again. Their partnership never truly paused. Their partnership never continues with the changing light. As evening approaches, the African savanna is transformed by golden light. Another day nears its end, yet the partnership between rhinoceros and oxpeckers continues. As daylight fades across the African plains, another successful day draws to a close, and together that has endured through countless generations of life on the savanna. As daylight gives way to night, the African savanna grows quiet. Yet the partnership continues, through changing weather, shifting seasons, and as darkness settles across the African savanna, the day's journey comes to a quiet pause. The parasites are gone, the giant has found comfort once more. Night brings a different kind of peace, sustaining a bond built on trust. The day's work is complete, stay together, in a wilderness that never truly sleeps. With the arrival of a new dawn, another chapter begins. The African savanna awakens once more, and so does one of nature's oldest partnerships. Each sunrise marks the beginning of another shared journey. The rhinoceros walks forward with renewed strength, while the oxpeckers continue their faithful watch. Across Africa's vast wilderness, every sunrise begins countless new journeys. Some are traveled alone, together. For millions of years, this remarkable partnership has endured across the African savanna. Generation after generation, rhinoceroses and oxpeckers have depended upon one another. Some of nature's greatest stories are not written in moments of conflict, but in quiet acts of cooperation.